got your camera.
It's so pretty. Look at it.
Look at this.
Big girl dreams, big girl 20s, it's all coming. Prosperity, love, and harmony. Kisses, cheese. Oh my god, this is so crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I filmed this video probably like, I filmed it once. I only filmed this once. I don't know why I'm over here trying to make it seem like, but I wanted to film this video multiple times since my absence. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with my return video, I guess you can say. You can call it a return video, you can call it an explanation video, you can call it a mini story time video, just shit like that, whatever you want to call it, whatever makes you stay. I'm gonna be doing my makeup, y'all. I gotta go take my birth control. Give me 1 moment. I'm getting ready to go on a picnic date, so I'm going to be doing my makeup while also like just talking to y'all about like where I've been for the last 2 months. I've been gone for 54 fucking days and 23 hours.
Pull me up before and I feel like myself again. Roll me up some dope and I feel like myself again.
This is my 4th time turning on my camera to film for YouTube. Let's get into it. I'm getting ready for a date. I don't even know if I'm going on a date because I haven't asked to go yet, but I want to go watch the Minions. So I'm gonna get ready for that and film this and then go ask because I know he's gonna say yes. Don't panic, I'll get into that. If you're only on YouTube and you don't know what the fuck has been happening the last couple months. Yeah, so let's get into it. In the beginning, y'all seen a montage of like shit I've been doing. I've just been living. Y'all probably think this shit was planned and it was not. And for the longest time I kept telling myself, I was like, but you planned to do this. Like you planned to just like leave and like just, no, I didn't. Like I did not plan to do that. Like it really just happened. Sorry, I'm trying to get all the crust on my eyes so that all the mad holes on here don't. Just a bitch, I'll jump at you. We're gonna start from the beginning, and the beginning is when I started taking a break from TikTok. It all started from me starting TikTok. If you didn't know, when I first started YouTube, I was already a TikToker. So like, I started TikTok probably May 2020. And then I started YouTube March 2021. Like seriously, like where I started taking it serious. But I was taking YouTube like somewhat serious in the beginning when I started TikTok, but I was only worried about TikTok. Like I really didn't give a fuck about YouTube at the time. I was literally like, bitch, I'm here to make videos. And if you're not used to my TikTok content, when I first started, I was mainly just talking about experiences like me growing up fat. So when I first started my TikTok, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do with that shit. Like, everybody was like, how do you become famous? Oh my god, I was not trying to become famous. I had no friends and I was alone and I was just going through like a breakup and being like alone, like where I decided like, you're really gonna be single. Like you're not even gonna do like the whole toxic breakup single thing. No, like I wanted to be single. So all of this stuff was like brand new to me and I was not used to being alone, like having no one. I mean, I only ever had up to 6 friends at a time. Like literally, I'm telling y'all, 6 friends plus a boyfriend, a cheating, disgusting, despising boyfriend at such a young age. But I mean, do any teens have normal love lives? If you do, congratulations. And when I first started TikTok, I was just more so in the, I'm just doing this shit because I literally have nothing better to do. It was like a way for me to like express myself. Like I was like, oh, I can talk about the fact that I'm fat and all the shit I've been through because I'm fat. Because y'all, I mean, it's a lot of shit. Clearly, y'all like the videos. In the beginning, I would like say something about myself. I'll make a joke about me, like call me a fat or something. Like I would say something about like that about myself. And that was because like, you know, when it happened, when I'm telling the stories, a lot of times that shit that happened, like that was but that's what I was being called, stuff of that sort. So I was just like, you know, telling the story time like it is. And the more I would tell these story times, the more comments I would get that would be like, oh, I feel like there's no way this shit is healthy for your mental health. And in the beginning I was just like, shut up, bitch, you don't know me. You don't know me, you don't know what I got going on, you don't know me. You don't know shit over here, you don't know nothing. I would just like get mad and be like, girl, this is what I'm used to. And that was true, like it was what I was used to though, because I was just used to that being the way you talk about yourself as a fat person, and it's just normal. And then I was used to all this shit. If anybody had it the worst, it wasn't me, because I like to fight, so that's why y'all got a lot of these other story times. I wasn't the one who was always bullied down. I mean, some shitty shit happened to me. I just was telling stories like that, and at first it was just so normal. Like I literally was just telling stories and it was just casual. But then I started looking at myself in like the mirror, because around the time like I was like the highest. I feel like when I started TikTok, when it comes to food, I was eating out. Like I just didn't really cook that much anymore, etc., etc. At this time in my TikTok career, I was the highest weight I've ever been. And I don't really talk about my weight on really any social media platforms because it's a sore subject for me, and I hate hearing input unless I ask for it, which I rarely ever do, but it seems like a lot of bitches like to give it anyway. Around the time when like my YouTube started like blowing up, like for real, I was actually getting like views, like I was actually like making money. TikTok was bringing in good funds as well. This setting spray smells like absolute shit, but I cannot lie, it is a good setting spray. It's dirty, but this is it. I like it, but fuck, it smells like ass. So around this time, like when I was in my like highest, I want to say like my peak of my career, like I definitely was making the most money I've ever seen in my life. I hadn't even graduated high school yet. I was still like trying to figure out if I wanted to go to college. Y'all seen on this channel that I was in college for like a couple months. It was literally just a battle of like, what are you gonna do with yourself? I grew up wanting to be a fucking lawyer, and now I'm on the internet making videos and making so much money and not knowing what to do with myself. Like literally, what am I gonna do? I was just making videos, negative videos about myself. I would say when I first started, they weren't all negative videos. Like I literally was just making the videos as content, but then like I started believing some of the stuff I was saying about myself. It wasn't even just casual, oh, you're a fat bitch. Like it would literally be like me looking at myself in the mirror, see myself in the mirror and be like, I'm gonna go film, and then like eat myself up and during the whole entire video. That, and it was just like enabling me to like hate myself. I didn't give a fuck. Like I was like who and what about it? Even when I graduated high school, when I walked across the stage, my principal was like, I see you on YouTube, I see you doing this, I see you doing that. And that to me was like, oh my god, maybe I should not fucking do this college shit. But I already had committed to a college that I fucking hated. That was like a very depressing time for me, and like how that was like, I really don't have TW before, you know, y'all try to get on me, because y'all knew y'all clicked this video when I said I would address everything, and y'all knew it would be some next shit because Rykky was going through something, right? You're right. So like in college, I'm not a person who has suicidal thoughts. Yes, I'd be very depressed, I cannot lie. I will not diagnose myself with depression, but I do get very sad. Let me just say, not depressed, it's very sad. Feels like depression. Never really had suicidal thoughts until college, and that scared the shit out of me because it's something I never talked about on the internet. Like at all. I never even talked about that. So I've never told nobody. So here we go. Before I went to college, I had to go to a doctor, and I don't feel that. I don't want it to be no pity. It ain't no pity because it's not that deep for me right now. Like it's not that deep at all. But before I went to school, I had to get a physical because, you know, when you go to school, you have to go to the doctor. I was also trying to get my own dorm. Plus, since I moved to CT, I never really went to the doctor. Like I haven't been unless it was like my gynecologist. But I went to to get a physical, and when I went to get a physical, I was only going there to get a physical. I was just big, I was just fat and chilling. Like I was going to college. I wasn't even stressed at this point. I was going to college with my best friend, so I wasn't stressed at all, to be honest. I was just ready to go have fun, have a college experience that I did not indeed have. Someone is ringing my doorbell. Please do not be Otto, Mom, because if it is Otto, he cannot come in this bathroom because I am filming. Is it a Rykky video if the video does not get disrupted, y'all? No, the answer is no. The answer is no. We get it. The battery is low. She doesn't have to keep exposing that. Back to what I was saying. So when I went to get the physical, which I was just going to get a physical. Like I was just big and just chilling. Like I literally didn't really care about anything. I feel like at that point in my health, I was just at the understanding that the only way that I would be losing weight is if I either got a surgery or if I had like, not even at this point, I don't even know, y'all. I feel like it wasn't even the fact that I was like, oh, if I starve myself or something, I would be skinny, because I already tried that. It was not that, it's just that I didn't want to do that. Like I just did not care about weight anymore. It's not that I didn't care about my health, it's just that I just didn't care about weight. Like I was just like, bro, I spent so long on it, and now look at it. Like this part of my life is making me money, it's making me happy, it's making me be able to buy myself what I want, it's making me be able to buy myself this, like let me be able to have access to more stuff for plus size people, because in the beginning I didn't have money to like buy those things. So like I was like, okay, this is, I don't care about weight. Like this is me. I'm just online talking about like shit that happened to me because I'm fat, because it's true. Like all the shit that happened to me because I'm fat literally is because I'm fat. Like I go into the doctor's office and I go in there, he's like, your neck is darker. And I'm like, yeah, it's always been like that. He's like, when's the last time you got tested for diabetes? And I'm like, pause, because I made a story time about how like one time like a school nurse, I was just fat. She's like, you have diabetes, you have diabetes. She like convinced me I had diabetes. I was literally fucking afraid of my, like I was so scared I was gonna die at like 2 because I thought I had diabetes, and I thought that everybody who had diabetes died. So when he brought that up, I was like, PTSD, bitch, fucking me. When's the last time someone brought up me having diabetes? So he tested my blood, long story short, and he's like, you're pre-diabetic, you have high blood pressure. He started chewing me down. He was like, he wanted to put me on some pills and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? And at this point, I was the highest weight I've ever been in my entire life. I just didn't really care until he said that. So when he said it to me, I literally looked at him and I was just like, are you serious? Currently on my birthday vacation editing this, but are y'all excited for like the clear it up? Anyway, this is not a clear it up. This is me to just tell y'all, like, when I said to him, are you serious? He looked at me like, I'm dead ass serious, you big ass bitch. Like, don't piss me off. Like, when I said that, he was like, yes, I'm serious. I have diabetes. And he's like, well, you're down that path. If you just keep going down the path you're going down. So he's like, he started me on this medication. I need to see a nutritionist, blah, blah, blah. I was going to college in a couple months, and I knew damn well I wouldn't have access to any of that shit. So I continued with being delusional. Like, I just did not care. Like, so when he said that, I was like, okay, then I'm just pre-diabetic. I'm gonna get my life together. So like, I remember I was like crying and shit, being so fucking extra. I wrote a letter to myself. I'm like, you have to get it together, Rykky. 2 days later, I was literally out eating, chilling. So then I tried to get my life together when I went to college, because I had to start taking these pills that they gave me for the high blood pressure and like the fucking this and that. And I literally could not stomach anything. Everything was disgusting. I had horrible diarrhea. Sorry, trying to be honest. I couldn't go anywhere without shitting myself, so I was miserable as fuck, and I was just crying even more. It made me hate life even more, because I had to choose between my health or being able to eat a meal, which was one of my favorite things to do at the time. So I chose eating a meal. I just went cold turkey. I didn't take the pills no more. I didn't do anything. I just acted like that never happened. The situation never happened. It never existed. Fast forward. I left college, came home, started hating myself, started really going through it. And then I started making like videos about myself, but these videos were like way more mean than usual. Like before, it would just be casual shit. Like I'll make a cute little joke, a very casual your mama joke about being fat. Like it's not that big of a deal. These jokes started getting like real. Like I was looking in the mirror like, yeah, like you big ass ugly ass bitch. Like that was me. More of the story, started starving myself. I just was not eating. Like I had no appetite, and it's not even that I was like looking to lose weight, but it's just not, or like I was like hungry, but I wasn't. Like I just had no appetite. Like when I left college, all that appetite went away. And it was very weird for me because I never had that. Like I never had a moment where I was like, this is all why social media is going on too. Like, this is all why I'm like filming story times about like dice, and like while I'm fucking making story times about shit that happened in my life, and making story times like this is why I say like y'all never know what goes on in nobody's life, because this is all around that time. Why does my makeup keep showing off like this? I'm like not eating, and I'm like hella malnourished. I'm malnourished to the point where like I was just going days without meals because I was not hungry. And I know it seems bad, like it seemed like, oh, like she starved herself, but no guys, I just lost. I think I had such a disgust of myself to the point where like when I had these eating disorders, it was more of a mental thing to try to convince myself I wasn't hungry. But like now it wasn't even a mental thing. Like I didn't have to convince myself, like I genuinely was not hungry. Like I didn't feel for anything. I didn't want nothing. I think I just maxed myself out with meals, and I was just over it. Like, and nothing looked at, who told you that was appealing? Because it wasn't appealing. Everything just looked nasty. So I just stopped eating, and then I started losing a lot of weight. And when I started losing that weight, people started pointing it out, and then I started falling into like a very dark mindset, because I was like, oh my god, then that means like I'm gonna lose everyone, like all my supporters. I started getting like a couple comments that are like, oh my goodness, you're losing weight. So like everybody would like be like, oh, you think you all that because you lost weight, you know all that. No. Bitches are weird. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that, because I didn't think I was all that. I didn't notice when I was losing weight until like a month ago. This is like why I wasn't posting, because I just didn't want to. I had no energy. I didn't know what to do with myself. That was just like in the beginning, because now like I feel like my life for the past like month, 2 months, 3 months, I've just been having so much fun. My birthday is soon. My birthday is in 11 days, and I'll be turning 19. My birthday is on July 29th. I just started losing like a lot of weight, and that's me adjusting the weight loss thing, because I know y'all are gonna be like, oh my god, you lost so much weight since the last time we seen you. It was no gym workout routine. Like I recently just started going to the gym. I eat when I can. I still go through hard times where it's like hard for me to eat anything, but I eat when I can, and I really was just eating whatever I wanted to. For me, it doesn't feel like I've been gone that long. Like for you guys, it might be like, oh my god, she's been gone forever. And I know this video is all over the fucking place. While I'm talking about all the shit I'm going through, this was all while I'm posting videos. I was going to visit like my best friend and shit, because she was still in college at the time. Let's fucking talk about it. So this is gonna be a part of the video that I address, because I know y'all are gonna fucking harass me. I know y'all are gonna harass me, because y'all already harassing me. And for the longest time, I was like, they're not gonna make me feel obligated to talk about my relationship, because this is my relationship. I'm gonna do what I want. So yeah, around this time, I would say around the time where I was making the story time about how I cheated like in a relationship. Before I address that, those videos, when I made those videos and I decided I will no longer be discussing dice, it was because of the fact that I did not like that I was putting myself in a predicament to feel unsafe. They would also remind me that I need to know what the fuck I am doing in like a manic panic of my life, like the moment when I just didn't care. Like I was just making videos because I wanted to. I didn't care about the consequences or anything. I was just making the videos because I was just like, and what about it? I didn't give a fuck how anyone felt. But that was until I started getting very nervous, like to do shit, because I would just be like, bro, like I keep talking about this man, he's warning you, stop talking about it. That's another reason why I decided to cut the story times about that situation. It was dead it, but also because of the fact that around the like making these story times, you definitely dwell on the past. Like it don't matter how hard you try to, I think you're not gonna dwell. You're gonna dwell because you're talking about the time of your life where it's not that it hurts anymore. The shit just fucking sucks and it just happens. I would dwell on it. Sometimes, some story times I would cry. Some story times I would be fucking fine. I wouldn't give a fuck. But then, more of the story, I met someone, and then we just started being really serious. And y'all will meet him eventually. He just be chilling. He's all over my TikTok at this point. He's on my Instagram all over at this point. So yeah, like that was like, everybody kept saying like, you found a boyfriend, like you quit YouTube. And I was just like, bitch, no, it's just that I just been chilling. Like you don't really want to get on YouTube and talk about an ex when you have better right in front of your face. I literally just started living and finding love. The love found me. I ain't even gonna lie, the love found me, because when they found me, I wasn't looking. I was minding my business. I was just trying to heal. I was just trying to heal. But I'm happy and we chilling. He'll be in the video eventually. His name is Little Yeah. We have a nickname for him. TikTok already has met him, so y'all are late. It's all of YouTube fans that are late. I feel like that was a good explanation. It's not that shit haven't happened. I mean, y'all still gonna get story times about shit that happened within these 2 months that I can make a story time about. I'm back. Like, I'm just back. I just took my break and now I'm back. Unless if y'all still like me, then y'all still like me. If y'all don't like me, then y'all don't like me. Also, let me address another thing because I forgot to address this part. Privacy. That was what really made me take like a big break, because when I started, I was just a regular ass. In society, I feel like I had no role besides my job. I randomly started being like very popular in society, and that was throwing me off. Like, I'm talking like I would have bitches, like not bitches, let me not call y'all bitches because I know y'all just meant it from a nice place, but fuck, it was weird. People showing up at like places that I'm at, like let's say they're like from my city, and I would post like I'm at my nail salon, my local nail salon that most people, if you are from here, would probably know where it's at because it's not that secret. She showed up. She showed the fuck up at my nail salon and was like, I know you. And she was like, I see you were here. And I was very creeped out. And then I changed nail salons because you're weird. Like, what the fuck? That shit like that was happening. And I was just like, what? Like, I did not have fun with that. So I was like, okay, it's time for me to really understand who I am. And who I am is not going to align with this mindset of how I'm living my life right now. So I had to like step back. That's what I'm trying to say. I had to like step back and like figure out this whole privacy thing and how I was going to keep my life separated from the world, like how I was going to try to maintain that balance, because you do need that balance, unfortunately, as an influencer, because some people just do not know how to keep that balance. Like, I promise y'all, a lot of people do not know how to just not do weird creepy shit. Like, it's just, you would be surprised. Like, I've had people like come up to me and like grab the fuck out of me and like try to touch me, like, what are you doing? I'm gonna put on this very pink glistening highlight today because why not? It's from Fenty and I barely use it. Fenty, I only need it for the mirror because y'all know I can't see shit. But I'm gonna put it on today because why not? Whenever I go somewhere, that was my plan this week. This is how you know, like, I've really been chilling since I've been gone from YouTube, y'all, because my plan this week was like, whenever you go somewhere, just film while you're getting ready and just explain where the fuck you've been for the past couple months because you're ready to come back. Like, before I was gonna have like a whole setup, I was gonna have a bottle of wine. No. A lot of the comments that I was getting that was pissing me off was like, let me just tell y'all, because y'all know I can't talk about nothing good without talking about the bad too. The comments that was making me real mad was the comments like, you lost weight because you got a boyfriend, didn't you?
Bitch, shut up.
No, I didn't. Oh, I got my first wax. They ripped my pussy off. I was like, oh my goodness, y'all. They ripped my pussy. I'm getting my next one, my second one for the second time. Book my next wax. We're gonna see if it's a horror story this time because it's not what the same lady as last time who made my experience totally comfortable. I went on a little vacation. I went on my first one. I've been on multiple now because I am that bitch. And you remember I was telling y'all like, oh my goodness, like I can't put a man, like, it's so different when you actually like the person. Like, it's so different when you're not with a cheating bastard. Like, I promise y'all, it's so different. He met my mama. That's how I know. You know I like him. I wish he was awake so y'all could see him because I will show him right now because I'm not embarrassed to show him. But he's asleep. I didn't go through like a fucking manic episode and like cut the whole world off or something. I just pretty much was just on TikTok. Bitch, I went from talking every day to just shaking my hips. For a long time, I think that the reason why I was like just pushing myself to do too much on social media, like I was like, oh my god, I'm on social media, and then I'm just gonna ignore the other part, like the bad part about like how I feel and shit about it, like the negative image it's giving me about myself. I was like, I'm gonna ignore it. That was because y'all, I had to. Up until I didn't want to. Like, up until the point where I started healing myself and realized, like, you want better for yourself. And better is not sitting up here talking about yourself in such a horrible way. I really just been minding my business the last couple months, trying to learn myself all over again because I cannot lie. I'm not talking about it often on this channel, but weight loss definitely makes you have to learn your life kind of over a little bit. Like, I can't even look at myself like a couple months ago. It's gonna be so weird probably looking at videos of like me months and months and months ago. Like, I'm talking like 6 months ago, because I don't even be recognizing myself from like that part of my life anymore. Like, it's just very weird. But I'm here, I'm back. I kind of want to do a story time right now. I just want to film a story time right now because I'm ready. I'm gonna give it a new day. I'm not gonna max myself out. I'm not gonna become some workaholic ass bitch like I was. And that's why I worked myself to fucking maximum capacity because I was a workaholic.
She's a workaholic. You're a workaholic. She's a workaholic.
I go to Florida and then I go to Trinidad in a couple weeks. So yay, fun times. Y'all will see that. Rykky out. I I'm excited to be back, and hopefully y'all still like me, because I know a lot of y'all are gonna be like, what the fuck, like who do you think you are? And I know this video is gonna be really long. Yay for y'all, yay for me. I also am showing arms. This is new. Y'all like it? I like it. Bye. Stay safe, be blessed. I don't even have a new intro, so this outro is the same as the last time for years now. We've had this outro. If any of you know how to make outros, please make one for me and send it to me. Make the best bitch win, and I'll send you money for it. Thank you. Bye. Make sure it has the same name and new updated pictures of me, because okay, bye. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Y'all are beautiful. Bye.